Happy New Year, everyone! Hey guys, it's 2015 and I want to share some more foodspiration with you today. I'm sharing with you a full day, so you're going to get to see my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything that I had in between today. So I want to start off this video with a really long introduction, and I'm sorry if you want to fast forward past all of this mumbo jumbo, then you're more than welcome to, and go and start watching my video. You might want to grab something to drink because it is long, of course. But if you want to stick around and listen to my introduction and what I have to share with you for your new, happy, healthy new year, I just want to give you some tips and pointers and maybe some things that may help you along your way with a healthier, happier 2015. So I just want to mention that I don't share these videos with you, once again, for you to be like me or eat what I eat. It's just foodspiration, so it's inspiration for you guys to eat healthier and maybe pick up something along the way that you might like, try, and love. And that's the only reason why I make these videos, and it gets so much feedback. It gets good feedback and it also gets a lot of negative feedback. I might touch base with that in a later video, but with all the people that love these videos, I appreciate you, and I appreciate that you enjoy these. This year is going to be extremely busy for me downstairs in my studio. It's going to be finally opening, and I don't know how many of these videos I'm going to be getting out to you, but I do want to share some inspiration with you all, foodspiration, or whatever you guys want to call it this year. I've been healthy most of my life. I know that sounds really strange, but I've been pretty healthy a lot of my life. I've had some family members that are sick with diabetes and heart disease, and I didn't want to be like that. So from a really young age, I learned what was good and what was bad, and I'm still learning and growing every single day. I am not perfect, never will be, but I do choose healthier options majority of the time. And today I want to share with you a couple things. I want us to kick off 2015 with a pinky promise to ourselves. Let's promise ourselves to inspire other people to be healthy and happy. Let's inspire other people with our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube channels, and feed everybody with healthier choices. And in return, it will inspire you to continue to be healthy. A good thing to do is to take pictures of your food. You know, have you ever heard of people talk about writing down in a journal their food journals? So I have a little album in my photos in my phone, and I call it foodspiration, and I keep a whole bunch of food in there. Sometimes I don't remember to take pictures of my food, but a lot of times when I am not so hungry and I can think about taking a picture, I will take a picture. And I have it under foodspiration in my little phone, and it helps me when I'm at the grocery store to get inspiration, because sometimes I get stuck, I don't go with the list, and I just go through my foodspiration and pick out something like, oh yeah, that's what I want to eat. It inspires me to continue to eat the same things that I love to eat. And so take pictures of the things that you love to eat. Don't take pictures of things you don't want to eat, so it's not inspiring. And then it's super easy to keep a journal of what you eat and share the ones that you want to share, and if it's a bad one, then don't share it, but remember it. Keep it in your phone, and you remember that you had a donut, that you had something that was really bad. Nobody's perfect. Don't freak out if you're not perfect, because you're not going to be perfect. But majority of the time, it is good to be healthy and continue to inspire other people to be healthy, and in return, it will help you be healthy. Another little tip I want to give you guys is to set an alarm. So I make alarms on my phone for little mantras during the day, because I meditate, and then once I meditate, I think about something that I want to stick with my whole day, and it keeps me positive and enlightened my whole day. Well, I think if you set an alarm for a mantra, and you don't have to be religious, it has nothing to do with being religious, but it's a little mantra on your phone for keeping you healthy and happy. So at 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and before dinner, so in the morning, after you wake up, you don't want it to wake you up. Before you eat lunch and before you eat dinner, set a little alarm. And on there, choose a little mantra. Like one that I have here is, I choose to be happy and healthy. and it goes off and it reminds you to make happier and healthier choices. And it will help you make happier, healthier choices with your food as well. People often ask me, what motivates me to stay healthy? Well, the one thing that motivates me to stay healthy is that I get this body and this one and only body. I am the only one that gets to feed it and nourish it. And it's not up to anybody else but myself to feed it the right things that it needs to stay happy and to stay healthy. To know that you are the one that gets to take care of that body that you live in, and you live in that body for the rest of your life. And for me to know that, I know that this is all I get, and while I'm in it, I want it to be happy and healthy. So let's make a promise to ourselves and inspire other people. So yeah, that's what I have in store, and that's what I wanted to share with you. And I have a full day of food I'm gonna share with you, so please go get something to snack on, something to drink, because it is long and you know how this goes. But I hope this inspires your 2015 to be happy and healthy, and I hope you like this video. So yeah. So on this day, I had a Manuka honey mask on my face, left it on for 20 minutes along with my coconut oil. I'm using coconut oil to oil pull. This keeps away cavities and keeps my teeth nice and white and gets rid of that morning bacteria. Also, I do a little detox in the morning. I use a organic ginger and I just make little tiny slices, and then half of a lemon I just pour into my cup. Here I'm just using a thermos mug and then just warm water. And that's my morning detox with a vitamin B12. And then the day before, I made myself some fruit salad, and I used some blueberries and a pineapple. I cut up some pineapple. They have cut up pineapple at my local grocery store, so I love having that. And I just cut it up into little pieces, used 3 clementines, and then I used 2 Granny Smith organic apples and organic pear, super sweet organic pear, very ripe and tender persimmon. It was so good. And then I also added 3 apricots, and then 2 really ripe bananas, and just a little bit of coconut sugar in there. And this is the after effects of making the fruit salad, and it makes a huge little container of fruit salad, which I snacked on that day, and then the day that I filmed this full what do I eat in a day video for you guys. So for breakfast, I started off with steeping my tea. I had a organic green tea bag and some loose leaf tea, the Pomegranatopia, which I love, and I started steeping that before I made my nice cream. This is 2.5 bananas, super ripe frozen bananas for my ice cream, nice cream, using some almond milk, about 1/2 cup to almost a cup. Then I'm putting in some sprouting, the pina colada kind. This sprouting is not vegan. It does have bee pollen in it, just so you guys know. And then my vanilla bean, just a fresh vanilla bean here, has the insides of wonderfulness, goodness, and I just scrape that out and put it inside my nice cream to make it so delicious. You will see the effects of the little beans in there in a moment. But I just add in my milk, and I'm going to also add in only 1/2 cup of the pina colada sprouting in there. And bam, look at that stuff. Do you see the vanilla bean? Yes, you do, because it looks delicious and it tastes delicious. Just saying. Anyways, I'm jealous of my own nice cream. And then I just piled on that fruit salad that I made the day before. I've been making the heck out of some fruit salad because it's easy. If you're hungry, just grab a bite, take a spoon, snack on it all day long if you want to. I wanted to add some more goodness in there, so I added some goji berries. And funny thing about goji berries, if you put goji berries on top of nice cream, they kind of get frozen and make a really good crunchy crunch. And then I put some kind granola right on top, maple quinoa clusters, so freaking good, so sweet, delicious, and yeah, that's what I had for breakfast with my Pomegranatopia green tea. And it was cold, crunchy, and warm. So then I had a snack, and for a snack, I like to make my own little trail mix because most trail mix you buy in a bag suck. And I like banana chips and quinoa clusters and cashews and walnuts and dried blueberries and dried cranberries and all kinds of goodness. So I like to make my own mix and put it in my own tin, and then I just grab a handful once in a while whenever I need a nice little kick of goodness. And here's my healthy fats right there for today. I'm sure I eat some more, but again, I had another little snack because I was on the go. I had to leave the house and I needed to run some errands. So I needed a portable snack with me because I was getting hungry, but I wasn't ready to eat lunch yet. And I made myself a smoothie. I used 1 cup of coconut water, and then about 4 cubes of frozen pineapple, organic pineapple, a frozen banana, and then half of this acai berry super pack. This is kind of just stuff I wanted to throw in here. And I needed to use some of this, the half of this pack of fruitine, and it's just the greens. It's all kinds of green goodness in here, and that one is vegan, I believe. So I also added a full persimmon. At first I used half of the persimmon. Persimmons have to be very, very ripe for you to use them or eat them because they are kind of bitter if they're not. So first thing, I put in half. I put in the second half after blending up the first half. It got everywhere. Look at this freaking mess, guys. But it's good. It turns out super, super, super thick, rich, creamy, delicious. Keeps you so satisfied. I didn't know what time I was gonna come home, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't starving out in public. Yep, on the go, ready to leave the house. Then for lunch, I wanted something delicious, and I opened up my Tara Styles book. All veggies in my burrito is one of the things I had quite a bit of the things in my refrigerator for, but this time I added some cremini mushrooms to it and a little bit of red onion. It also calls for organic black beans and some steamed broccoli and spinach, but this is super green, so it actually has chard in it, and I had that as well. So it's chard and spinach and all kinds of goodness in that little green bowl. And then I also added some tomatoes, and this is a organic medley tomato that I love because it causes so much goodness in my burrito. And it also adds calls for a corn tortilla, but I used lettuce. I didn't have any. I never really have those. And I made some quinoa the night before, so I had this left over. And in my quinoa, I just used black pepper and green onion, so it's just leftover quinoa from the night before, which I added inside the burrito as well, because it does call for quinoa. And then some habanero salsa. So good. I love my stuff hot, and habanero salsa is delicious. Coconut oil is on the pan, greased it, so my mushrooms get nice and sauteed with a little bit of red onion. And then I'm steaming my broccoli up. So I start to saute the mushrooms, and when they're all done, sauteing the mushrooms and the steamed broccoli is all finished, I load a pan up with all of the goodness. So the black beans and the spinach and the quinoa and the salsa and the tomatoes all go in one large bowl. And I'm sorry I missed a lot of that. I didn't film it, but that all goes into one large pot at one time, and I missed doing most of it, but here I am. I thought I was recording and it wasn't, so here's the last bit of it, and it all goes in one pan. Just warm it up, and you don't want it to cook it, just warm it all up, and it's so good, delicious. Then you add a little bit of the salsa on top, and that is your seasoning for everything. I don't use too much salsa, but it is nice and hot and delicious. You don't have to use habanero, but I love habanero salsa, so I threw it in there. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Doesn't that look good on its own? And then you just fill up your burrito. So if you have corn tortillas, whatever tortillas you have, or if you have lettuce like I had and improvised and made it super duper healthy, then you just fill up your little lettuce leaves with all your goodness, and you make yourself a delicious lunch. So freaking hearty. I had some leftovers, which I had. I did nibble on more of it and then save the rest for tomorrow. But yeah, all veggies in my burrito with kombucha. And check me out, because I'm trying to eat it up, and I just fold over the lettuce and chomp it down. Yummy, delicious. Don't mind me, I look like a mess, but my food is good. I also had my veggies, sea buckthorn seed oil, a whole vitamin, biotin, and some zinc. For a snack, you guys know this stuff, it's familiar to you. I just got some roasted red pepper hummus and a bowl of carrot chips. These are organic carrot chips that I always buy, and then some roasted red pepper hummus, and that was about 4 or 5:30, and then about 6:30, 7 o'clock I wanted some dinner, and I grabbed my Crazy Sexy Kitchen and got some inspiration from there. I didn't have exactly everything that she said to have, but for my cucumber salad I did have a lot of the ingredients. I used avocado oil and I used some sea salt, toasted sesame seeds, also had some greens on hand, super greens, and then my lettuce, also organic, and I had a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette, and then I just used these cucumbers that are organic, little tiny cucumbers. I like the little ones because they have more flavor, more punch, and more crispy, delicious. I also had some mint and cucumber water with my salad. And you guys know how to prepare or plate a salad, so it's just the greens, and then I cut up about 3 of those little cucumbers and just sliced them and peeled them. I am going to add a little bit of this avocado oil in my hand for dressing, and I'm actually going to massage my lettuce, kale, and the baby kale and spinach and chard and cucumbers with the avocado oil, and then I'm just gonna add the sesame seeds right on top of that. So I'm just gonna rub it down nice and gently, and then I just add the sesame seeds right on top of that and give it a good little shake in there. So shake it up, adding the sesame seeds right in there, and it's so good. Sesame seeds with cucumbers and just greens is so good, so delicious. It just brings out the flavor in the cucumbers. So yeah, give it a hearty shake. And there's a very pinch of sea salt right on top of that. Just adds a little bit of saltiness on there, and that's Himalayan sea salt. And then it doesn't call for this, but I wanted some balsamic vinegar, so I just drizzled on a little bit of balsamic vinegar right on top of that as well. Plating it, making it look gorgeous to eat, and then added some more sesame seeds right on top of that. And then from the same book, I got some avocado toast, and I used half of an avocado and then half of the juice of a lime. It doesn't call for basil, but I used basil, fresh organic basil, a little bit of chili pepper, black pepper. It didn't call for tomatoes, but I wanted some of those on top. And I used Ezekiel bread. If I ever have any bread, it's sprouted 100% whole grain bread, and it's good for digestive issues. If you have any, I suggest Ezekiel bread. So I just take 1 slice of the Ezekiel bread and I stick it into my toaster. And when it is all toasted, I just take some brown mustard, organic brown mustard, put it on a little knife, and then spread that all over that little toast there. Make sure it's evenly distributed, and I took out some of the avocado and put it inside my salad actually, and then I'm just spreading the avocado right onto my bread. It's nice and fresh and ready to eat. Grinding up some black pepper, putting that right on top of that, and then I'm also going to add some red pepper flakes to this. This is everything that it actually calls for, is the red pepper flakes. And then I'm going to add on some basil, which it doesn't call for, but I love basil on my avocado toast. If you haven't tried it before, fresh organic basil, and I just put it little slices everywhere so every bite has it. Try it, it's so good. I also added some little tomatoes on top of this. It didn't call for this as well, but I like to zig up my avocado toast, and then I just took some of that lime and squeezed it right on top of that, and it was all done, ready to plate, have it with my salad. Since my lunch was kind of hearty and I wanted another hearty meal, so look at all that salad, avocado toast, fresh mint, cucumber, water, delicious, delicious, delicious. And I also had a vegetarian acidophilus for my belly goodness, and of course you guys know my nightcap is just a little shot of apple cider vinegar and tonight I just had organic peppermint tea. You can put the 1 ounce of apple cider vinegar inside some water, but I like to follow my shot up with tea instead. It aids in digestion and it just helps with my low acid in my belly. Okay guys, so that was everything that I ate the other day, and I hope you got some kind of foodspiration from it and you're going to inspire other people and share with me on my Instagram or my Snapchat or wherever you want to share with me, or whoever you want to share it with. Everybody that you love, inspire them, and I hope 2015 is a happy and healthy one for you too. Alright guys, bye!